And he went, he's got the right club, but he pulled it left.
And in a different year when the greens were much faster and firmer as they normally are, that would be sort of back 3/4 of the way to that bunker on the right. Not bad.
We saw Rory a while ago just tap in his birdie putt. This was for a par for Tiger here at 7.
That's 2 over 4 today, and to be perfectly honest, the way his first opening couple of drives was the brilliance of the previous 2 days seemed to have deserted him, so he's back to 4 under par. In Poulter, great move, only just inside the cut at the 36-hole stage, 3 under today, and Rory McIlroy hasn't been at his best, but he's at 7 under 2. Have some way to go in this year's Masters. 4 ahead at the start was Jordan Spieth, now only 3, and McIlroy just off his first birdie of the day. Find the fairway, he can get home in 2. It's a par 5. And this may be the first time he's hit the fairway. He can certainly get home from there.
With a mid-iron, Bruce, that's gone 330 yards up a hill. Now, talk about up hills, here's Justin Rose trying to negotiate this one. Does he fly it all the way up, or can he run it up? There's a few options here. He's gone the aerial route. And he's missed the green, but it's so difficult. It's so easy looking down from here, but so difficult to judge that distance right.
You have to say about Ryan Sussex, what's the difficulty? It's the second shots to the short holes. If you happen to miss it, and there were pretty small targets there.
You can say it here. Still a chance of a par though from Justin. It's not, what, 16, 17 feet away. Phil obviously in trouble off the tee again at the 7th, trying to negotiate. It looked a bit foolish if that had stopped there. It's going to get closer and closer.
Genius allied to the fact he may have played here before.
See the gathering nature of these pins today, though. The scoring's on. You can score around here today. The pins are not in the most difficult places.
3 birdies in a row for Dustin Johnson. Duly got down a chip and a puddle there. And how he got the ball there, I do not know. I do not know. He's on the wrong side. And I don't know that he does.
He thinks it too. That's to go out in 4 under to get to 10. As Jordan Spieth eyes up his birdie attempt, but really, realistically, he'd love to take 2. His eyesight must be good because the pin's out. We can't see the hole. Good line. And good pace too. Excellent putt. Doesn't seem to faze him. Justin Rose there getting within 3 of him. Gets on with his job.
Well, we realised he didn't have phase in his system before he got at 18, having dropped 2 shots at the previous 17th last night.
Tiger.
Straight up the hill. Got to move this one a long way from right to left, but the pin on the front, if you get it right, you can get it close.
Nearly, Richard, just coming up a hair short. You see the wind picking up now downwind. He thought he could get it there, but off the fairway again. It makes this course ever so much more difficult. You see Rory on the fairway there making his second shot so much easier.
Well, this is the pressure the chasing pack suffers from. They cannot afford to make an error, and if he doesn't knock this in, it'll be 4 shots once more and a third of the round gone. gone to the right. So hard.
As you say, Bruce, there's no inroads made yet. Both players having played the first 6 holes in 1 under par.
And he can count himself unlucky because it was so nearly, it was the better of the 2 tee shots. It was more likely to stay up on the top level. But tuck it away, forget about it, to Rory.
Perfect angle for McIlroy to go right at it.
Just come up a hair short, Richard, but again we should be giving Tiger and Rory birdies there at 8.
Well, he's given himself a birdie chance for 4 birdies in a row and double figures under par, Johnson.
Stay up, stay up. It goes sideways there, right to left at the end. I think to hold it, you must think you've missed it on the right for it to go in. Dustin's got to put that bogey unfortunately behind him as he reaches a very difficult 7th hole. Narrowest tee shot on the course. Camber is heavy left to right. Increased the length of his hole by 60 yards over the years. Second shot from about here. Uphill. It's about 10 foot uphill. And the pin again is located in the bottom right hand side here, so everything you saw Phil Mickelson's chip shot gather in. Can make birdie, but it's made a lot easier from the fairway. This is the key shot on this hole, the drive.
I don't think it's a fairway this man's hit in the first previous goes. It's the first day he was way in the woods on the right.
All right.
That's where it was on day 1. He had a shot through and made a 3 out of it. The gods of golf going to strike lucky twice, because 99 times out of 100 you have no shot out of there not to get on the green.
Surprising, that's the first time he's used his driver this round on the tightest hole we've played. Fowler up at 16 for his birdie. Big cheer for Ricky Fowler, very popular.
Well, he didn't finish off a round yesterday, but my goodness, he's finishing this one off 7 under par. Started the day at 1 under, 6 under, 2 to play.
Poulter missing at 10.
It's a driver for Rose. Good opportunity to get an advantage. It's leaking right too.
He's done the same thing, Bruce. He has. And he's hit a tree, ricocheted down into the patrons, and well, you've got to get lucky now. Who's behind a tree and who's not?
Well, the great thing is you've got the only way to get on the screen is to hit it up high and come in. There's a little chip from Woods, and compared to some of the stuff we've seen him do this week around the greens, that's ordinary. Of course, you think back to February and you couldn't back him to get on the green from that range.
Yeah, a bit clumsy from Woods there, to be honest. He knows it. He's hit that 8 foot, 9 foot past.
There's a good chance here for McIlroy to chip this one, and it's just a nice little pitch and run this.
Of course, earlier this week, a lot was said about Rory McIlroy joining an illustrious collection of people who've won all 4 of golf's major championships. Gene Sarazen started in 1935, Ben Hogan in 53, might have won all 4 in a single year but couldn't get back from the US PGA. Then you got into the era when you began to realise it was something special, and Gary Player achieved that when he won the US Open of 1965. And then we get into the era where people did it on more than one occasion. Jack Nicklaus won all 4 3 times, as did Tiger Woods, who may yet, certainly on this week's evidence, win some more as well.
Yes, to win all 4 once is pretty good. To win all 4 3 times is something else.
downhill of this for Woods for his birdie. It's tricky today with this breeze, you know, it's swirling around in the respect of the breeze. It's a little like Wentworth where it funnels its way down the fairways. Makes it difficult. Not affecting this putt obviously, but it does affect the shots.
Got one in. It hadn't been too attractive up for then a couple of bogeys, but first birdie. You don't feel great about that because it's a par 5 and you can get 2 and 2, but it's the first step in the right direction.
There should be no problem here for McIlroy for his birdie.
Well done, Rory. Back-to-back birdies. 2 under for the day. But unfortunately still 9 behind.
Well, we consider when he had 9 holes to play on Friday, he was outside the cut marks. He was 3 over par.
If we look at 7 again, we see the problems that our leaders face. There's Jordan Spieth and Justin Rose, and if this camera goes right behind them, we see exactly the problems.
Well, this to start looks pretty good. If he's down next door to where he's caddying, he's in the clear and he's got a shot up over the trees. So I say you can't run this through and onto the 7th green.
No, the bunkers here, you can't run the ball through the bunkers. And Justin's not bad either, to be honest. Both players have swings, that's number 1. And off the pine straw, you're getting the ball on the club and club on the ball, and that's exactly what you can do here with Jordan. Three bunkers at the front with a yard between them all, and he's in one. A bit fortunate, to be honest, but he took the shot on and got the reward.
The question is whether he's really got the follow through. That's always a bit of a concern. If your club's going to hit the tree, the ball will be on its way, but it still inhibits the shot.
Yeah, when you have a restricted follow through, you tend to quit on the ball, and then of course it tugs it left. And with that tree in his way, he doesn't want that to happen. He has a clearer shot than Jordan, if he can get the follow through right.
The club did indeed hit the tree. I don't think it's there.
I think he caught it heavy, Bruce, and it's gone out, squirted out right, short right here, Justin. He caught the ball slightly heavy, you saw there was no strike. And he's down there somewhere.
Upset the bang we heard wasn't the ball hitting the trunk of the tree. If it's gone over there, let's have another look at this.
It didn't hit the first tree, I think. I think it just clipped the one coming out and knocked it to the right there, short right. And now with that pin located on the right hand side of the green, this isn't good for Justin.
And he's missed an opportunity here with his opponent in trouble off the tee. Maybe he should have gone for a shorter club perhaps, but he took the driver as well, and they're by no means certainly getting on the green in 3 here.
Well, it's an area where he wouldn't practice from, that's for sure. His ball's lying clean, which is a bonus.
If you like that sort of thing.
Many of us don't. But he's got to think about what he's going to do here. Remember, Phil Mickelson played right up the top right hand side, let it come down. He's got to think about this for a while.
Perfect position for Mickelson to move this one from right to left. That's a cut for him.
That didn't want much. Roll on another yard or so and it would be stone dead coming in off that bank. He'll know pretty well where it is. The crowd always tell you, even when you can't see it.
Justin here playing chess with this third shot. Still going to get this ball. First objective is get it over that bunker and onto the green somehow. But as you see on Sundays, the patrons having walked everywhere, this is a clean lie, a good crisp lie. If you can catch this right, we'll get some control and some spin.
Well, good connection, I think. Now, perfect. This is perfect.
Can hold it. He has. Oh, what a shot. I knew he could get the bite. The lie was good. He had to play it perfectly, and he did. So unlucky not to go in.
And he's underneath the hole. It's not dead, but you're thrilled to be there in foot 3. Worth another look, Colin.
Well, it was all to do with the strike. Had to get that strike. That was perfect. He knew it too. He walked after it. This looked good here, didn't it? It looked good. Oh, thought it was going in the second time there, Bruce.
If it was a putt, you'd feel you'd been robbed. So it keeps the pressure on Spieth, who's got an awkward stance here.
Look where he's playing it. He's playing it up in Phil Mickelson country and allowing it to come down.
He had to play that quickly before he fell over. Because only his toes were on the grass. This is George with nice gesture. That's the brilliant third of Rose there.
That shows a huge amount of composure, doesn't it?
And class.
And confidence. Wonderful.
Casey 1 over today. It was the end of yesterday. The putting left him, but he's given himself a great chance of probably the hardest and most thought about hole on the course. Number 11.
10, 11, 12 always play the hardest, and that's a glorious hand shot in there from Paul Casey. Tap in birdie.
This is for a 3 at the 10th. And stronger it holds the line.
Dustin Johnson, that was to get to 10 under.
A real sort of snakes and ladders tournament with this man who's much fitter and better player than he took a break last year.
He's the only winner of the Masters, beginning with the letter J. And this is why he won here. He can putt.
Famously did it without ever making any of the par 5s in 2. He goes 4 under for the day, 8 under altogether. Another one coming good at the right time.
That was a nasty putt Jordan left himself with. And he thought then he was going to gain another shot on Justin Rose. In fact, he's lost one.
Let's see if Rose knocks his in.
Now Mickelson's got the flag out here. He could have chipped it from here, but he's decided to putt. But he had the flag taken, and that means you quite fancy it. did have a sand iron out to start with, but put it back in.
Didn't quite hit it hard enough through the first bit of fringe, did he? I felt with Phil he'd probably be better off chipping that one with his technique
and his skills, exactly. Rose to get within 3. Oh, I thought he'd missed that. But it's a 4. A stressful 4, but a 4. And 3 ahead and 11 to play is, you're not writing your speech just yet.
Well, when he left this green last year, he was 2 ahead. And he's got this putt to be 3 ahead. What a first 2 years at the Masters this young lad's had.
And a couple of bogeys at 5 and 7. So he's back where he started. Rose is 1 under. Mickelson with a chance of getting to 12 under.
Tiger again, having missed the fairway. Must have had a root or something under the ball there that he, of course, didn't see.
He's damaged his hands in the past as well.
Just watch this again as he comes down, not knowing it. Ow. You can feel that from here.
So we've all done it, but perhaps not with the force that he can impart. As I say, the first time it went back, the tournament of the Open went back to Shinnecock, he had to pull out with a damaged hand. Well, let's just take a breather for a moment, and compared with the start, Jordan Spieth is exactly where he was at the beginning. Justin Rose is 1 closer. So at this moment, he's just 3 behind the leader.
To Augusta National final. Started down the left hand side. That's okay if it's long enough.
Might have caught the 3 there. Ewan, that's a long way back. And a tough angle for the second shot too.
Down the slope from the right. Little trickle from McIlroy.
That shows you how quick that was and how difficult Tiger's putt is going to be as well too, and how quick it's going to be. That 9th green really has got a lot of slope on it.
Casey into the back 9, tee shot at 12.
A little bit on the upslope there, and he mightn't be too bad. He might be able to spin it out of there and stop it near the hole. Now, this is a treacherous putt for Tiger, although it's not very long. It's a
2-inch backswing, but keeps the acceleration going through. Very well finished off from Woods. Hopefully there's no damage to the arm. Looked a little painful in that second.
Yeah, not so sure if it was a root that he hit or it was a cone or something came up there, but there was certainly contact with something that was underneath the pine needles.
Last thing he needs is another injury after the few years he's had to endure.
Indeed, it's been a terrific performance by him. Nobody thought that he could perform the way he has done this week, and it's a great starting base to go on for hopefully a injury-free and successful summer.
Playing alongside Casey Poulton. Part the 11th, and he might just well birdie the 12th.
I had a cup of tea with Ian Poulter last week. He really is back to his old confident self. He feels he hasn't quite got the putter going this year yet, and when he does, I think he could certainly win a tournament very shortly, because that putter will get going. It's one of the strengths of his game.
Final group, second of Spieth.
Up the hill, trying to move this one right to left for Spieth.
That's an excellent shot there, just short of the green, and that's where we saw Rory McIlroy have a very straightforward chip from there. A little bit further left, and we saw Tiger with a very tricky one. So he should be in good position there.
Huge drive from Johnson at 11. And a very neat and tidy approach. 33 out today for Johnson, just failing with that birdie putt at 10, but another one coming up here at 11.
Now Justin trying to reply. How quick it is once he hits the green. There's a little knob that they're pitching on.
For the two, Poulter. And he's back to 7 under. Delightful tee shot from the Englishman. And a par 5 coming up, so maybe he's on the move, currently inside the top 10. McIlroy 2 under for the day. Matsuyama's picked up another birdie. He's gone 3 under for the day. And the gap at the top is 3. Spieth still in command. Sunday at the Masters, and Jordan Spieth currently 3 shots ahead of Justin Rose. Into the back 9 is McIlroy.
Yeah, that's perfect there. He should catch the downslope. Big hard bounce. And down into the flat part of the fairway, which is a lot easier to control your second shot from. Now that hasn't turned enough. That's going to stay out on the right and not catch the slope. Oh, it's even further right than that. It's in the trees. It's still rolling. They put a lot more trees down there right hand side as well too over the last few years. There's very, very little hope of Tiger getting anywhere near the green from there.
Courtesy of that amazing recovery shot of Bubba Watson. Straightforward pitch for Spieth. Beautifully played. Little check in the second bounce.
He had a great angle there, coming straight up the green, not having to chip it well left as we saw earlier from Tiger Woods. Here's that mound on the left hand side. It just comes down. Phil Mickelson as well back here on 9. Must have just clipped one of the branches. 161 is a long way back. Look where his parent partner is. That's a good play from there. Excellent play from there. Got it on the right tier.
Don't think there is such a thing as an easy putt on that 9. One of the tougher of the pin positions.
There's a much harder chip here for Justin Rose, much harder than Spieth's was.
Interesting to see Jordan not marking his ball there. I know a lot of competitors would have certainly done that, knowing how difficult Justin's chip was.
Johnson 11 after a super second.
Justin getting into double figures for the first time this week.
Nice charge from Johnson. Mickelson ready for the birdie putt at 9.
He's just hit that a bit firm. I think the line was good, but his speed was out. He's going to have a very tricky second shot, although it is slightly up, or second putt, although it is slightly uphill.
Fresh off the birdie 10. Matsuyama moments ago at 11. Another birdie for the Japanese star. Winner of the Memorial last year. 4th Masters. He's only 23 years of age.
Must putt here for Rose.
Really wasn't a bad second shot. One place he couldn't leave himself was just about where the ball was lying. A little shoulder that comes off the right hand side of 8.